Get ready for the special NBA presentation. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Hawks, they're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season. And of course, Chicago, 2 spots below.
When I look at Chicago, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. White and Okoro are the wings. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Giddey in at the point. And for the Hawks, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Young in at point guard. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Greg. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Pass to Okoro. Outside Giddey. 5 on the clock. Okoro outside. That three's off the mark. Now the Hawks with it. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Pass to Giddey. There's the drive. White finds Vucevic. Chicago passing it around. Now here's White. Okoro outside. Here's Vucevic, covered by Daniels. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist by Okoro.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Young, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Giddey with it, covered by Daniels. Giddey passes to Vucevic. To the right side. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Giddey. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, you can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Here's Daniels. And he parries his first look.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Giddey against Young. Now here's Giddey. He's closely guarded. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Young. Daniels outside. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Johnson. White on the wing. Guarded by Okongwu. The three from Okoro. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight around.
And here's Daniels. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio. Johnson a screen on Giddey. Young the pass to Johnson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know Johnson is a high-level athlete and has great control through contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Jalen Johnson, one time.
Free throw drops for Johnson. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
Young finds Daniels. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Chicago leading. Okoro outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Johnson a screen on White. Young from long range. And Atlanta misses again. For Chicago, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Giddey. And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got his second basket of the game.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Here's Rizachet. And he makes the 8-footer. Chicago's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Giddey scanning the floor. Here's Buzelis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Young. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Daniels. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by White. Chicago leading by 3. Now Giddey, guarded by Young. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
Young against Giddey. Daniels left side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
He's off on the first. Well, Coach, something you love about watching games, it's observing the dynamic of these NBA matchups.
Yeah, I like watching great guards challenge the bigs. I like watching defensive stoppers switch on to a star player. You never see the same story develop twice.
And the second free throw is good. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really come into his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
Now here's Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's White. Good D by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 4. Okongwu, a screen on Giddey. Young, the pass to Okongwu. And he converts the layup.
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the lead. He moves really well.
Pass to White. Now Vucevic. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Okoro, right side. To the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
Newell, he's checked in for the Hawks. Alexander Walker comes in for Daniels.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
Jones against Young. Pass to Alexander Walker. The kick out to Young. There's the screen by Johnson. From 13. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got 5 now.
Well, you'd better put a body on Johnson. That guy is just too talented to forget about.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jalen Johnson great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Young. Chicago making their last shot. Oh, swiped away. Here's Herder. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. And now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
To the inside, Newell. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Inside. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
Young against Jones. Young with the bucket.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Jones, the pass to Herder. It's Vucevic, high post. Shoots over Newell. Vucevic's shot is off.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Chicago leading. Jones with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. Here's Buzelis. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And Risacher gets it to go.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Here's Jones. DeSumo outside. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Gay's checked in for Johnson. Kennard comes in for Risacher. And Krejci subbed in for Young. And the Bulls also making a change. Smith's checked in. Here's Buzelis. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
Smith no good. The Hawks leading. Here's Krejci, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Outside, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Hawks lead by 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Outside Herder. Shot to stop the run. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Smith.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
Here's Alexander Walker. There's the block. Here's Buzelis. Covered by Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance. Buzelis has got 5 now.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Krejci. Here's Newell. averaging around 5 points a game. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones with the ball. It's Huerter on the wing. Oh, sweet move. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the Bulls, with 1 playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance? Well, you know, on top of being an accurate shooter, Kevin Huerter works hard to support his team. Some rebounds, some passing. Kevin is not just a one-trick pony.
No good on the second free throw. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Pass to Dosunmu. Fires from the wing. Drained it for 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 5. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. There's the screen. Here's Newell. To stop the run. The shot, no good. Nikola Vucevic, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Bulls leading by 5. We've got Dyson Daniels. Luke Kennard out there with a Kongwu. And it's Gay in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Vucevic, the pass to Dosunmu. To the middle. Vucevic in the post. A Kongwu on him.
Timed it just right. A Kongwu with a great block.
Over to the left wing. Here's Krejci. Giddey defends. And it's Krejci missing.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pass to White. From the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 5. Kennard outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Krejci. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
And the first one at the line is good. Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Okoro is checked in for Chicago. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Bulls leading by 4. White, the pass to Giddey. Back to White. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Giddey against Young. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 8. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another stat they're doing well is in blocks. They're keeping their hands up and closing out quickly on shooters.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Gay, and it's Risacher in for Krejci. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Daniels. And here's Young. Johnson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Chicago leading by 5. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. There's Young with the 3. That is Trey's shot. The 3.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Up top, White. Covered by Daniels. Smith outside. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Smith's got 5 now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Johnson. 17 points in his last outing.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Bulls leading by 5. White on the wing, covered by Daniels. White, the pass to Giddey. Now here's Vucevic. Over Okongwu.
And guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Daniels. The putback. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Giddey. Stolen by Young. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Young. And 11 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Young from long range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Shoots over Young. And it's Giddey missing. Hawks trail by 6. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's foul number 2 for him.
15 seconds.
Giddey against Young. Johnson a screen on Giddey. There's Young with the 3.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift. Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 5 points.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Alexander Walker's checked in. Then for Chicago, Booz Ellis is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Herder comes in for White, and it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. There's the double team with Alexander Walker. Outside Herder. Outside Jones. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now here's Risacher. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Brian.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Atlanta with the ball. Chicago making their last shot. Young against Jones. It's stolen away. The 3 from Okoro. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Young. Over Booz Ellis. Here's Okongwu. And it's Chicago with a board. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Okoro. And that one comes up a bit short.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Herder. Jones from outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, keep it simple. Get Smith the ball near the rim. Good things will happen.
Outside Young. Looking to get back on track. Stolen by Jones. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
picks up his third foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. Kennard, he's checked in for Risache. And Krejci subbed in for Trae Young. And a change for the Bulls. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Okoro. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
Well, you look at Buzelis, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Hawks trail by 6. Outside, Alexander Walker. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Pass to Buzelis. Now Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
What a strong finish by Smith. You want your guys to play through the whistle.
Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a solid rotational big man. Jalen Smith understands his role on this team. Rebound, defend, score a bit.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tre Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Krejci. Herder defending. Pass to Gay. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Jones.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And a look at the stats for Jalen Johnson.
And currently he's in the zone. A tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Jones, coming off a 16-point game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Now here's Jones. 9-point game. Outside, Alexander Walker. Kennard on the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Buzelis. .127 left in the first half. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Chicago shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And that one misses. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Smith. Here's Herder. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. He gets it in there. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
41 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Buzelis. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
36 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Herder gets the bucket.
Well, that's where Herder is at his best. A reliable catch-and-shoot player.
And here's Alexander Walker. 23 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Smith passes to Herder. No good with the triple. Kennard outside. And there's the screen. The 3 is up. The shot no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Bulls out in front, leading by 10. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Atlanta Hawks.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from 3. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Taking a look at the Hawks, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.